Hey guys, what's up? It's Apple Critics, and in this video I'll be doing a complete recap of iOS 6 and telling you everything that you need to know about iOS 6. Now, the first notable feature about iOS 6 is Siri. Now, with Siri, you can finally launch apps and you can tweet without any jailbreak tweaks. Now, that is not all the functionality that you can do with Siri. You can also use Siri with sports, it can pull scores, game summaries, and specific player stats. Now, Siri also integrates Yelp and OpenTable for restaurant reviews and reservations, all within Siri. Now, Siri in iOS 6 will also integrate with Rotten Tomatoes for movie times and reviews. Siri is also available in a slew of new languages, so you have all the languages that you will need for Siri. Now, Siri will also get hands-free integration in a lot of car systems. And finally, Siri is coming to the new iPad. In iOS 5, Twitter was deeply integrated. Finally, now you have Facebook integration. Now, users can log in with their Facebook account in iOS 6 and have instant access to Facebook in apps, the web browser, and Siri. Now, Facebook contacts will get integrated in iOS 6, so you can sync everything in one place on your iPhone. Now, the phone app has finally gotten some enhancements. Whenever you get a phone call, Apple has added the options of saying call back later with preset messages, so you could just use that button instead. And overall, the call screen still looks the same, but with a few enhancements, which is much needed. And there's also a do not disturb mode, so messages and everything will still come to your phone, but the screen won't light up or make a noise when it vibrates or anything like that. Also, FaceTime is now available over cellular. Now, Apple did say cellular, so it's going to be FaceTime over 3G, but when the new iPhone 5 comes out, it's probably going to be FaceTime over 4G. Safari is now getting some enhancements, and those enhancements include the likes of offline reading lists. It's a lot like Instapaper, but these lists will also sync with the reading list for Safari in Mac OS X. Another new feature is to add app banners to a website. This allows developers to easily show off their native app. Users can touch the banner to get the app, and if the app is not installed, they can go directly to the App Store and download the app. Now, the Photos app also did receive some new updates, and these updates include the likes of users can now share groups of photos to their friends over iCloud, and this is a cross between Glassboard and Path, but it's just for photos. Now, the Mail app has also changed, and it has been enhanced in many ways with a very notable feature of VIP. Now, with VIP, you can highlight mail from people you really want to hear from, and it won't get in the way of other emails. It's very unobtrusive. Now, Apple is adding password-locked documents in Mail, so all those documents are secure, and you can also pull to refresh for messages. Passbook is a brand new app in iOS 6. Now with Passbook, it's a lot like Google Wallet, but you can store all your Starbucks cards, all your boarding passes for flights. You can also store your movie tickets, everything like that. It's just basically a wallet for your phone, but for all your cards and everything like that. Passbook just looks great. Now, the Maps is by far the biggest feature in iOS 6. Now, with the new Maps app, it scratches out Google Maps. Now you can finally have Apple's own 3D maps instead, which looks much nicer, and it's in 3D. It shows all the buildings in a city and everything like that. Now, the new Apple Maps app integrates with Yelp, and it also has a traffic service, so it will tell you not to go down those roads that have a lot of traffic. And also, Apple is finally bringing turn-by-turn navigation. Now, in my opinion, this should have been in iOS 3 or even from when the iPhone was just launched. Now, it's a vector-based and voiced by Siri, and you can finally say goodbye to your TomTom or your Garmin navigation system. Just use your iPhone. Now, finally, where can you get iOS 6? Developers will have the access to the first beta and basically all the betas of iOS 6 today, and customers can expect to see iOS 6 on their devices later this fall. So whenever the iPhone 5 is launched, iOS 6 will also be launched. Now, iOS 6 will support every device on iOS 5 right now, except for the first generation of the iPad, which I don't really understand. I would understand if Apple's completely scratched out the iPhone 3GS, but the iPad was only released a few years ago, and it's very capable of running it since it has the A4 processor, and the iPhone 3GS is 3 years old and it doesn't even have the A4 processor. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Please be sure to subscribe, like this video. Please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/applecritics, and I'll update you on all Apple news and jailbreak news and everything like that. Feel free to like my Facebook fan page. There will be a link in the description down below. And that is all. Drop a comment down below if you think iOS 6 is great or if it's a fail. Once again, guys, this is Apple Critics, and I'm out.